Well, David, now we know where Obama personally stands on the issue of gay marriage, but will this translate into policy change?
It's not likely to have much of an effect on policy. I mean, this announcement comes just a day after North Carolina passed a referendum that actually put a constitutional ban on gay marriage in that state. And really most of the power over this issue is at the state level. Obama's announcement may encourage liberal activists in some states to push harder for same-sex marriage, but there's not much that the president can actually do at the level of policy. Obama may be in favour of it personally, but short of trying to override Defence of Marriage Acts in every state, which would cause an inevitable conservative backlash that he's not going to risk, there's really not a lot that he can do to promote gay marriage in policy terms, in the same way that there wasn't much that George W. Bush could do to actually ban gay marriage in the States.
Well, his VP, Joe Biden, probably stole his thunder on this one, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Joe Biden does have something of a history of sometimes saying the wrong things at the wrong time. And what he's actually done is to push Obama into making this announcement a bit earlier than he actually wanted to make it. Obama was going to announce that he supported same-sex marriage, I think probably because he wants to use this as a fundraising opportunity on his own side. He wants to inject some spirit into his campaign. And given that his progressive supporters really have a litany of disappointments with him on everything from gay marriage to foreign policy, he's trying to take this off the table as one of those disappointments.
Well, very strong conservative opponents of gay marriage probably wouldn't be Obama supporters anyway. So how much of a political gamble is this announcement?
I don't think this is much of a political gamble at all. As you say, the really dedicated activists who want to stop gay marriage aren't going to vote for him. And there are a lot of conservatives who are against gay marriage, but they don't think it's a very important issue. This is something that comes through very clearly on survey data, that most conservatives who oppose gay marriage don't really see it as an important issue. They see the debt and the deficit and the economy as far more important issues. And I don't think that this is really likely to change anyone's vote.
Well, Mitt Romney, of course, is often criticised for not being conservative enough.
That's right.
Well, now we have a key point of difference. Is this a political gift for him?
This helps him, but probably not as much as it helps Obama. I mean, this gives him an opportunity to oppose same-sex marriage when, given his past record, is when he was governor of Massachusetts, he actually signed same-sex marriage into law. But Romney doesn't seem to be taking much advantage of this, actually. Today at a campaign stop in Oklahoma, he was asked about it and he reiterated his opposition, but he said that, you know, this is a very sensitive issue like all social issues, and he wants to keep the focus on the economy. So it seems he's learned some of the lessons from the primary campaign, that social issues probably aren't going to play a major role in this election, that people want the focus on the economy, and that Romney's actually strongest when he's focused on the economy.
Well, Obama's supporters will probably try to paint him now as a conviction politician. But I'm just wondering if he's also in danger of now being criticised for flip-flopping on important issues.
Well, it's interesting that he said that his point of view was evolving on this issue, but apparently it's evolved back to where he stood in 1996 when he was running for the Illinois Senate, and there was a document with his signature on it saying that he actually supported same-sex marriage. So I think that he'll get criticised for hypocrisy a little bit over this, but in the end, hypocrisy is kind of what people expect of politicians, and I don't think it's going to be a major issue in the campaign, although it probably will be for the next few days or so.
David, when do you think he was planning on making this announcement?
Well, there's a rumour that he was planning on making the announcement on an episode of The View in a few days' time, which I think would have been a great venue for it, but he was hastened into making it a little bit earlier. But certainly he was planning on making the announcement prior to the Democratic National Convention. He wants to get a bit of capital out of this with his supporters and hopefully raise a bit of money out of it.
David Smith, thank you very much for your analysis.
My pleasure.